So right now I'm kind of defying all the rules, and also using up the last 2 shots on this roll of film so I can change film for later. I'm just shooting with a 500mm straight in towards the lighthouse there, and as you can see I'm burning my way into the sun. I can almost imagine the sun could blow a hole through the film. And metering for that highlight, I've got EV19, which I've put right up just above zone 8. Right, so I've just come back to the van because it's just, I'm gonna have to wait ages for the sun to go down a bit for it to be usable. It's funny, I'll tell you a little story. I was driving here and I forgot my teacup. And then I went to the supermarket and then also forgot to buy a teacup. So I stopped at the last store, the Spa store before Lands End, and said, do you sell teacups? Kind of knowing they would say no. And I explained to them my predicament. And the lady said, oh, it's okay, how about one of those disposable paper cup type things? I went, yeah, that's a good idea. And so she gave me a cup. I bought a packet of crisps. And I said to her, because I'd been joking before saying about, oh, I guess I'll have to go to Land's End and pay like 10 quid for a tacky cup with Land's End written on it. And then she said, oh, it's okay, I can sort that out. And she put a Land's End sticker on my on my cup. Proper Cornish lady, eh? Don't you love them? So I'm just sitting around waiting for the sun to do something, hoping for something interesting. I can think of a worse way of spending the back end of the day. The sun will just clip down below the sea in half an hour, about 8:30, I think. So shot 5 and shot 6, I changed the crop, or changed the position of the lighthouse. Stuck the orange filter back on. I just like the way it looks through the glass, and got the polarizer on it, and did 2 exposures, one on my meter reading, and then I did the second one on shot 6, 1 stop over. I got no confidence with the 250. I'm just going to, oh shit, I left my bloody 60mm in the van. I was planning on doing a 1 hour exposure, and at 40 minutes, I suddenly had a panic attack, and I thought, did I put it on bulb? So I then went and finished the exposure, and it was on bulb, annoyingly, well, luckily. So that'll be a 40-minute exposure at f8 to 11. I'm just paranoid that it will be underexposed. It should have been on f8 and it should have been an hour. We will see. So I just took a couple of shots here. It's not as exciting as I was hoping for, but the light's coming up behind me and it's hitting the lighthouse. And then I just had these 2 big container ships slowly making their way past on the horizon. Actually they look like they're going slow, but they're going a bit faster than you might think. So I had to kind of hurry a bit to get off a couple of shots. Never was I less confident. I've been quite sort of experimental today. If I get one photo that's worth taking into my darkroom, then I'll be happy with that. Yeah, and if so, I'll show you how I print. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I've just done my first test strip. That was a contrast 2.5. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 seconds. And looking at this, I'm liking this bit here, 25 on contrast 2.5, but I am wondering whether I could stick a higher contrast filter on, because it's all this is a high contrast image. All I want is strong blacks and strong whites. I'm not really looking for anything in the way of tonality, not a lot of it anyway. Okay, well, soon after that I realised that the developer was stale. I had my suspicions, I should have changed it, and I did. And you can see the difference between test strips with fresh developer and stale developer. So cut a long story short, in the end I actually just went for a simple 20-second exposure on contrast 2.5, and then I dodged the white building for the whole duration, but I was moving the dodging tool around a fair bit, as you can see. So I'm kind of guesstimating that that was equivalent to about 10 seconds or so on the house, and yeah, it seems to have worked. Okay, there we go. That's the finished print in the frame, 7" by 7". And here we have another one, which is the fibre based sheet. I definitely prefer the fibre based to the resin coated, and here's the resin. And you can see the difference in the shininess of the paper. Yeah, fibre still is shiny, but not to the same extent. Anyway, I've done 3 prints, and I may well stick a couple of these on my website. I can probably sell them framed as well in these very nice picture frames. Anyway, thank you for watching. Cheers.